Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport in League One, but hopefully not for much longer. It is playoff final day at Wembley. Oxford United are our opponents, a team that we have played twice already this season. We have beaten them both times, scoring 5 goals in total, conceding just 1. We have been on bad form as of late, but we have just managed to scrape through the playoff semi-final in the last episode against Preston with a 1-0 victory. We then had a 21-day wait until we had to play this. So I set up a pre-season, mid-season, end-of-season friendly, that's what you probably call it, against Bray Wanderers of Republic of Ireland. I think we beat them 4-1. Basically, I just wanted to try and keep match fitness up as high as possible, because I doubt Oxford have done that. Obviously, as it was a friendly, I wasn't in charge, so I don't know who played. Terrazas, Asia, Leal, Clark, Spadera, Yessen got himself sent off. Reyes, Valadres and Undulu, Downey, Lelico. So it looks like they did actually play quite a strong side. No Bartosz Sobolski for some reason. 51,764 tickets have been sold for the playoff final. Oxford United versus Southport. Darren Ferguson in charge. Like I said earlier, we've played them twice. We have beaten them both times. We are both in inconsistent form. They did beat Walsall, obviously 4-1, but then drew 2-2. We had our very poor end of the season, which meant that we did actually drop down into the playoffs. So I think maybe finishing 4th might have worked out in our favour. Because if we finished in 3rd, we would have played Oxford in the first round, or the semi-finals, and maybe we would have lost. The starting lineup for the final then. Terrazas will be in goal. Godwin Asia will 100% be playing his final ever game for Southport today. He has returned from his weird arm problem that he had. Can't remember. Something to do with his wrist. Paul Leal, Tim Clark and Ezio Spadera will be the back 4. No, it's not Tim Clark. What are we doing? Yes, it is Tim Clark, because Morten Jessen's going to be the defence midfielder. That's why. It's going to be Reyes and Valadres as the central midfielders, Mercado and Downey as the wingers, and Lelico will be the striker. After a pretty good performance in the last episode and the last match against Preston, he's going to get another chance. Oh, I remember Oxford. They have some awkward names. Melenda, who is on loan from Swansea. Yep, he's actually pretty good. He's playing as a winger, which is a bit strange. Boyejo, maybe? He's scored 13 goals so far this season in 30 starts. Arguably their best player, although Malunda is probably pretty good. They've also got Billy Gilmore, haven't they? They've got Billy bloody Gilmore. There we go then, leading the team out at Wembley. A half-full Wembley, if I'm honest. It's there's still a good 40,000 seats that are still empty, but still, it's a big crowd. Do we get any money from the gate receipts for this? I don't know. Terrazas with a goal kicked 7.5 minutes on the clock. Paul Leal runs forward, plays it to Godwin Asia. The youngster controls on the right-hand side. Now, Morten Jessen, who realistically, I've had a look, shouldn't be playing as deep line playmaker, but he is. Mercado on the right, cuts inside, keeps going, and Mercado hits the outside of the near post. Good chance for us early on. If we took that, that would have been great. Instead, now there's a corner for Oxford. Terrazas dramatically claims that through a diving save. So we're going to start with the American goalkeeper. Rolls it behind him to Tim Clark. Upfield towards Lelico. Now back to Valadres in the centre circle. He's got an option to his right. Long ball instead. Mercado has that. Keeps going down the right-hand side, cuts into the area, crosses in, back post is Downey, then it's Valadres. His effort hits the underside of the bar. It's gone off for a corner. Valadres has gone over to take the corner towards the middle, easily held by Mitchell in the Oxford goal. Corner this time for Oxford. Barlow takes it. A header clear from Reyes, but not far enough. Brannigan has it. Gilmore plays it all the way back into the centre circle with Kitching. Please get tackled all the way back now to the goalkeeper as well. Mitchell forward. Finds Fisher. He plays it on the ground to Brannigan. It's got some company. Barlow has it. Brannigan gets the ball back. Come on, nick the ball away. Valadres does so. Valadres is an absolute hero. He does that so many times. Downey chests it into the area, goes for goal himself. The ball finds its way to the back of the net. Mitchell gets a good hand to it, but Andrew Downey scores his 13th goal of the season. We are 1-0 up in the playoff final, and that all came from that little tackle from Valadres. Honestly, Luis Valadres, I would say, is our unsung hero of this season. He's done so much good stuff, but doesn't get much reward. He's on a 6.5. He's done the most for our team. Barlow has a corner, 10 minutes of the first half to play. A header clear from Liao. Gilmore's going to get it back to the corner taker Barlow. Crosses in, a header clear from Mercado. Only as far as Brannigan, now Fisher. Do it again, nick the ball away. It's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. What a strange tactic. Mitchell on the ground, forward to Moore. Moore plays it across. On the right is Melenda. Can he get past Spadera? Plays it back to Fisher. Now Melenda once again into the penalty area. Think that's Liao in front. The ball comes in. James's headed effort is over the bar. Still 10 minutes to play in the first half, but we are 1-0 up. Godwin Asia with a throw. Mercado, play it back to Asia. Yes, he does so. Asia, with his left foot, finds Liao. He's going to go all the way back to the keeper, isn't he? Clark, who hasn't played a lot of football as of late, finds Mercado with a great ball into the penalty area. It's a very weak shot from Mercado and easily held by Mitchell. Godwin Asia's on a 6.3. How was he on a 6.3? What has he possibly done to go down to a 6.3? 6.2 apparently. It is 1-0 at half-time in the playoff final. Andrew Downey with the only goal of the game so far. It's not looking great. If I'm honest, if we look at the match ratings, 6.2 for Asia. We've got a 6.5 for Spadera, a 6.5 for Reyes, a 6.3 for Valadres, who basically got the first goal, or the only goal for us. We're going to be assertive and say, I'm not happy. I know, yeah, Lelico's demotivated. That's fine. Now we're going to do Asia off. He's taken a knock. Very big knock, 53%. So that is going to be the last we see of Godwin Asia in a Southport shirt. We might also do Lelico for Cybulski. And yeah, we're not going to change his role. We'll keep him as a deep line forward. We have been the better side. We have definitely been the better side. We've had a lot more chances. Terrazas with a goal kick, 53 minutes just ticked over on the clock. Liao plays a very long ball forward but doesn't find a single Southport player, and Oxford, can bring the ball forward. Melenda, Valadres with a superb tackle. Once again, Ezio Spadera keeps the ball in play. How is Valadres on like a 6.4? He's just stopping everything. Not everything, but he's stopping a lot that's going on. Billy Gilmore back to the defender Moore. Dinks it over to James. He's got the left back making a run. James instead goes across to the right winger Melenda. Crosses in, back post is James, and Owen James has made it 1-1. The game is back on level terms. This is not good. Don't throw this away now. Do not throw this away now. Demand more. We've got ourselves a corner, which because I demanded more, we didn't get to see. How did that suddenly stop becoming a highlight? Street has it for Oxford, across to Moore, plays it forward to Kitching on the left. He's got 23 in front of him. Barlow now, forward to the goal scorer James. He's got two Southport players in front of him. Still manages to make enough space to pull the trigger, but his effort is wide of the post. Valadres might need to come off. I mean, I don't think he's playing badly, but for some reason the game seems to think he is. We've got ourselves a throw. Fred Langton to Reyes. Now Mercado has it. He's going to make a lovely little run. He's gone for an audacious effort from outside the area. It is over the bar. I'm guessing we have extra time, right? I'm assuming we get extra time and it doesn't just go to penalties or anything like that. We are going to do our change. Valadres, I don't want to bring him off because he is our penalty taker. He is definitely our penalty taker. I don't know what he's doing to deserve a 6.3. We have to do it, don't we? We have to do it. We're going to do Garcia on. And you're not really a box-to-box midfielder, but I'd rather play you than Smallbone. Into the final few minutes of normal time. There is a throw for Oxford with 1:15 left to play. Brannigan to Fisher, the throw-in taker. Two Southport players closing him down. Remy Street gets the ball upfield. And now Adebayo, I'm not even sure if that's correct or not. It's definitely not. Spadera nicks the ball away though. Morton Jessen back to Tim Clark. Clark plays the ball across. Mercado has it. Fred Langton's making a run. Instead, Mercado's going to possibly go it alone. Finds, hopefully, Downey on the left-hand side. Big Bart, get in the box, buddy. If there's ever a time for Bartosz Cybulski to score, it's going to be now. It's not. It's the greatest ever Uruguayan to grace a football field in Merseyside. It is Leonardo Mercado. His 12th goal of the season. We've got 30 seconds left to play. 30 seconds left to play. We are going into the championship at the first time of asking, and we're going to win the playoffs. We've done it the hard way. We have certainly done it the hard way, but we have won the playoffs. We've won the League One playoffs. 51,000 people watched this happen. We're going up to the championship. We were not good enough for League One. We are going to be so bad in the championship. Andrew Downey and Leonardo Mercado then are the heroes of the game. Mercado getting a goal and an assist. Spadera getting an assist. Downey will not be here next season. That's a bit of a worry. Southport win in Sky Bet League One playoff finals. 2-1 victory. Even going 1-1, was a worry for me. Going 1-1 was a big worry, but we managed to get there. Oh, we've got our budget. It's not even going to be 1 million, is it? Oh, 3.26 million. We're going to struggle. We are going to struggle hugely, massively in the championship. I had a look actually in between episodes, and it's something that I don't often look at, but I had a quick look down here. The salary. We are 22nd. Our salary is 22nd highest in the league. 22nd. Our transfer spend, 21st. We are really, really overachieving. For what we are as a club, we are massively overachieving. So next season, I assume, let's just take this value. Let's assume we have this squad in the championship. 2.25 million. We would be bottom. Assuming Salford go down, which I suspect they probably have. We would definitely be bottom by a country mile. That's bad. That's real bad. Southport board praise unbelievable promotion. Thank you very much. Terrazaz has praised me. Terrazaz, I suspected, was possibly going to leave in the summer if we didn't get promoted. Because we've been promoted, I think we might have the best goalkeeper for another year. He's not the best goalkeeper, but he's certainly far too good for our team. And we pick up £723,000 as well. What's our finances looking like? It's not great, is it? £3.3 million. And all of that is basically into our transfer budget. Well, as it is the final episode of the season, I guess we go forward to the end of season awards and see how well we've done and who's going to win things. That was quick. It was literally like a day later. So, players inducted into the overall best 11. Luis Valadres makes it in there, but not on the starting 11, apparently. Fair enough. Godwin Asia also makes his way into the reserves. Really? Godwin Asia into the reserves. 85 appearances over 3 years, getting an average rating of about a 7. Let's ignore that one. Getting a rating of about a 7. 4 assists, 9 assists in the previous season. I think he's better than Fossey. Okay, I was saying earlier that Luis Valadres is sort of a hidden gem in our side. Apparently not. Apparently the fans also agree with me. 36% of the player of the season votes. Mercado in second. Godwin Asia gets himself third place. Luco 9 apparently scoring goal of the season. Paul Leal signing of the season, and Valadres as young player of the season. You can see their team of the year is pretty self-explanatory. Mercado and Downey ended up as top goal scorers, although I am very certain that Unlandulu was on like 10 or 11. Cebulski was on like 9. So we had a lot of different goal scorers. Lelico probably got 5 or 6 as well. Valadres, highest average rating. Unlandulu with 7 assists. Antonio Jesus Garcia, it's not Jose at all. Antonio Jesus Garcia with 86% pass accuracy, despite the fact that he very rarely played. Leonardo Mercado, 7-man the match award. Morten Jessen loves a yellow card. And Andrew Downey loves a red card. Let's go and have a look then at Luke 09's goal. I don't remember this, so this is going to be a bit of a surprise. Oh yeah, he played as a midfielder in this match. Jessen has it. Forward to 09. Valadres gets it once again. 09, edge of the area. Thought he was going to pull the trigger. Now he does. Long-range effort from the former Sunderland man. Decent goal. Considering he was brought in as a right-back to get goal of the season. Pretty impressive. End of season review then. We got knocked out in pretty much every competition, but we did have that cup run. I've already forgotten about the cup run, where we officially became the best team on Merseyside. The best team. We beat Liverpool, so therefore we have to be the best team in Merseyside. That's how it works. Yes, we did lose to Huddersfield in the next round quite badly, but we beat Liverpool, and that's all that matters. What do they want next season? They just want me to fight against relegation. That's it. Literally, they don't care. They just want me to still be at the club. I'm thinking I'm going to have to ask them to try and expand the stadium, or at least buy the thing. We don't even own the stadium as far as I can tell. So yeah, we've been selling out most matches at home. We are going to sell out pretty much every match in the championship, so we need to fix that. Right, team meeting then. This is going to be a difficult one. We've done brilliantly to go up. It's going to be a tough season. I want you all to know that I'll be bringing in some new faces. Yeah. There we go. They understand. That's fine. They understand that we're going to be getting some new players in. And where are we going to go for our end of season training camp? I mean, we got such exotic options here. The northwest of England, where we currently are, or Scotland. Let's go to Scotland. I click continue, and there is a piece of news there, which I was not expecting. I didn't need to ask to expand the stadium. They're doing it for me. Right, so some money things going on. Commercial summary. Apparently we didn't sell any shirts. How have we not sold any shirt? Surely someone should be on that list. decent amount of money in from pretty much everything, but that's what you'd expect. Last season we were in League 2. This season we're in League 1. Scouting budget are numbers. We're building a new stadium. We are building a new stadium. No details. No details at all. They're just trying to find some sites to build the new stadium. Okay. So, we're going to be... I guess we're still going to be playing at Hague Avenue. That's how it's said. For the foreseeable future. And the new stadium is going to be built somewhere else. So we'll be playing there until the stadium is built. So before we end this season, I want to have a quick look at the squad, and in particular the stats, the goals and the assists and things. So yeah, we did have 4 players who actually got into double figures. Downey with 12 in all competitions, Mercado with 12, Ulundulu with 11, Sibolski getting 10, Valadres also on there with 6, Feeney with 4, Lelico on 3, and then a few players on 2. So Yes and Leao, Perez and Smallbone all getting 2, Spadera, Tim Clark, Godwin Asia. Who else is that? Shaft Brewer and Luke09 also picking up solitary goals. And much like the goals, the assists came from pretty much everywhere. Unlundulu with 7, Mercado and Smallbone on 6, Valadres and Asia on 5 apiece. 3 players who have 4, so it's Jesus Garcia, Paul Leao and Spadera, Downey and Sibolski getting 3, and then a load of players on 1 as well. So that's Obita, I think that's Obita, isn't it? It is Jordan Obita, Morgan Feeney, Lelico, Perez, Fred Langton, and Morten Jessen all getting some assists to their name as well. Also, Terrazas kept 30 clean sheets in 55 appearances this season. 30 clean sheets is an absolutely ridiculous number. Jokel Anderson got 18 last year. Terrazas got 30 in the league ahead of him. And the good news is, he's not upset or annoyed. He doesn't want to leave. We might need to give him a new contract because he does only have 2 years left, so maybe we might look at giving him a new contract, possibly in the summer. Mercado is also another one of those players. He is very good. Leonardo Mercado is very good. We brought him in very, very early on in League 2. Played a decent amount of football. Didn't do particularly well, did he? Hasn't really set the ground alight, but he started to score a few more goals this year. 8 goals, 4 assists to his name. Luis Valadres, the guy we've had on loan from Barnsley for about 4 years now, he's extended his loan deal for another season, because of course he has. I don't know why we don't just buy him. Yes, I do, because they want £3 million from him. We can't afford that, so we'll just loan him for another year. So yeah, Valadres will be with us for a 4th season. Paul Leao, the Mexican who we signed on a free transfer, played a hell of a lot of football for us, did a decent job. He's wanted. Who is he wanted by? Reasonably big sides. Okay, Leao might be leaving in the summer. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because we need money. And if we can get, I don't know, 4 or 5 million out of them with a 50% sell-on, that's probably fine, because that allows us to reinvest in other players and other positions in the club. Another defender who is wanted, I assume this is Palace. It is Birmingham and Reading. Okay, Morten Jessen might still be here next season. He was annoyed, then he wasn't annoyed. Now he's starting to get annoyed again that he can't sign for a bigger club. So Morten Jessen might be going off in the summer. I'm not going to go through every single player because obviously we've got a lot. Jose Luis Perez, he's kind of broken into the first team this season, hasn't he? As that deep line playmaker, but then he broke his back. Really didn't help us. Someone who was a little bit up and down in my opinion, Dan Unlundulu, signed on a free transfer, scored 9 goals in the league, which actually is pretty decent. But he either played really well or really badly. He is wanted. He's on a fair wage for us. Luton and Mansfield want him. So maybe Unlundulu might get shifted on in the summer. If we can get $500,000 for him, I'll take that. I can't believe as a championship club, I'm thinking, let's sell one of our first team players for £500,000. We will end on Godwin Asia, who, in my opinion, has been one of our best players. A 7.3 average rating in the FA Cup. He was probably the reason why we got past Liverpool, wasn't he? He's on his way back to his native Nigeria, to Enyimba, for a free transfer. He just didn't want to sign a new deal. He just did not want to sign a new deal. It sucks because he's been really good for us. We might see him again in the future. I'm hoping we do. That is going to do it then for this episode and this season of Football Manager 2020 with Southport now into the Championship. We are flying up the leagues. Next season, I thought this season was going to be tough. Next season is going to be even tougher. We have brought in a whole load of players who will be joining in the summer. I've raided Cliftonville in, I think, Northern Ireland. So, yeah, expect 3 of those players to join in the summer. We've also got a whole load of really good youth players. I spent some time scouting basically the entire sort of youth intake of like Brazil and Uruguay and various countries like that. So, yeah, there's some players. There's some players that I'm either hoping can just jump straight into the first team or maybe some players that might make us a little bit of money a bit further down the line. But that's going to do it for this season. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more and you want to see next season, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.